Good morning, Stampin' friends. It is Nemi Batstone here with Nemi's Crafty Cafe, and welcome to May 1st. Who would have thunk? I can't believe it's May already. What is going on? These last 4 months have gone by real fast. I've been enjoying my time at home. I can't believe how fast time goes, actually. And it's been crazy, but I've been going through a lot of interviews this last couple weeks, which is a nice thing. However, till then, I will hope to be here as much as I can. But also hope that this month I can settle on a job and we can go crazy on trying to figure out how to plan. So, yeah, here it comes. So, few days left. I just want to remind everyone, I'm going to come up with a post and share with you everything that is going to be price increased. So you may want to pick that up between now and May 4th. So you got about 4 days. You also have 4 days left to sign up for my Designer Series paper share. So Designer Series paper share and In Color Club. So I'm going to really push those two because they I want to make sure I get your product May 5th. So because I just don't trust. I believe things are going to sell out. So I want to grab that as soon as possible, and there's some Designer Series paper that I think will go, because our Delicate Whispers, which I just did last month and kept holding off and was late for my Let's Get Crafty Club, is currently unavailable again. Like, it is so pretty, so beautiful that it keeps going on, back order. So glad I was able to get that done. Tomorrow is National Scrapbooking Day. Woot woot. So I was able to get into, I'm so annoyed with our soccer club because my son was supposed to have a game tonight. Then we find out, first I was like, yay, I have a whole free weekend. And then I can go to the creative gathering. And then I was like, nope, they've just scheduled us games. I'm like, seriously? So then I chose not to, and I was only going to go Saturday. And then last night I find out, yesterday afternoon, we found out that it's canceled. So now so I'm able to get into creative gathering today and tomorrow. So that is exciting. So I will be placing my order before I leave tomorrow morning for a creative gathering. So make sure it's 20% off. So if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that is 40 to 45% off. So I'm super excited. And if you want to get in on more discounts, then you have to wait and start planning. Think about it. May 5th is in whole month of May, there's a new starter kit offer. And this usually does happen where you get the free ink pads. So if you sign up with my team and you get all 5 of these ink pads for free, plus $165 worth of product of your choice, or you can get $215 worth of product of your choice and not get the ink pads. So it's get the ink pads, do not get the ink pads. So either way, you only pay $135. So that's something to consider. We get together once a month. We have an open Facebook chat group that we post things on. So lots of fun stuff that we do. And I also give you discounts to my big events, so that, as part of my team, you also get my tutorials for free of whatever I do. If I have big workshop events that I do in collaboration with my friends in the US, then you get free access to that. And then you you just buy the products of what is needed. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And then also this coming month, which will kick off, is the Berry Botanical Vellum. And it has 3 each of these 4 single-sided designs. Single. So because it's vellum, it's going to be see-through. You can't put another pattern on that. So I'm super excited about getting that and playing with it. And then that will be showcased at the end of the month. My month is crazy busy between soccer, because now that we're outdoors, they wrapped it up. And then Bishop decided to play rec soccer this year because he wants to play soccer with his friends. So he'll be playing out of Oak Bank, and he'll be playing out of AK Soccer Academy. I don't know how I'm going to do it all. I don't know how both of us are going to do it all. And then, of course, they booked Benjamin and Bishop's Elite Games on the same day at the same time. So neither one of us get to watch both kids play. It's redonkulous. Just redonkulous. Okay, enough ranting. Because, you know, we're here to design. Good morning, Christine. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad you're at the gym. I got up early this morning, too. Well, my usual time. And switched my routine around and made sure I got my workout in. Because as soon as we're done here, I'm packing up and leaving for Creative Gathering. So, and I'm still not packed. Okay, so today is the last day. So let's just do a quick highlight. We are playing with this month's, or I should say last month because it's April. You can still get this though, just so you know. So the way the product of the month works is once you hit $100 in Canadian dollars, you can go in and search product of the month. And then product of the month, whatever is available since December, will show up. And then you can pick and choose which products you want. And you can only have one product of the month per month. One account, one product. It's really weird. So anyway, I think you can place a second order and then do $100. And then you can choose a different product of the month. But anyway, you're only allowed one of each per month, per account. I gotta make sure I get that right. Okay, so where were we? So yesterday we created this fun one. And then the day on Wednesday, I know we did this one. And then Thursday, we did tone on tone with the white. And then I showcased a bunch of other ones using ephemera. And then Monday, I was going to put it on the back here, but it was too much pattern. And I probably could have got away with it. Maybe I'll redesign it with the embossing folder. But this was Monday's GDP, which was strawberry slush, granny apple green, and bubble bath. So there we go. So again, like, share, comment, and you will be put into this week's draw. And you will receive one of each of those. So let's get crafty. So today I thought we would continue with the last one, doing the embossing. And here I've done a lot of coloring. I've also brought out my tickle trunk of pieces. And I have so many pieces from Cutest Bugs. And so, or is it Sweet Bugs? I always forget what it's called. I can never remember because we have Cutest Crew. Oh yes, Cutest Crew, which is, by the way, back in stock. Oh, I packed up all my stamps and everything, so I don't know where it is or what it's called. Let me just double. Oh, Sweet Bugs. It's called Sweet Bugs. My apologies. So I have so many pieces, so we're gonna play with those. So let's see. I need this one, and I wanted this one because of the pinks. Whereas there's another one. There's another dude, another one here, and it's got the purple, but I wanted to stay away from that one. And then we need a lily of the valley, I believe, which, by the way, we have new DSP that's coming out, so that will match really nice. Maybe we'll use that guy. I'll see if I can make him fit. I think I used the trumpet last night because I couldn't make the flag guy fit. And I kind of like the horn or the trumpet versus the flag. My son plays trumpet. Okay, so I have that. Oh, and then I need a bee, flying bee. So let me see if I can find one here. I should have lots, because what I did was, there's one sheet of DSP that literally just has all these animals or these bugs, I should say. And you can just die cut them all. So that's what I did. Just die cut a whole sheet while I was watching TV. And then this I'm going to put away because it's in my way. Okay, and so is that. But we should be good. So we're going to create this one. So let's have some fun here. So to create this one, let's start off. I chose to go bright, it's like super bright. So we're going to go Melon Mambo. And we're going to use an inside piece. This one I made a little smaller, which is 3 3/4 by 5. Because I want more of the Melon Mambo to jump out. And then here I've got a piece of 4 1/2. I think it's 4 1/2 because I had to go a little bigger. Yep, 4 1/2 by 5 3/4. And that should fit one of the dies. This is one of the new dies. So this is from Phrases and Frames. And we have this gorgeous die here. So I used this die, and this is releasing May 5th. I'm also using this for my August retreat to go. So we have this fun retreat to go that is all about techniques and a couple templates to go with it. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to get some amazing tools in that kit if you don't own them already. And honestly, if you do, you can never have too many, let me tell you. Okay, so this large, huge frame actually fits. I was a little concerned because it's 5 3/4, and I'm like, oh, how do you fit that on the card front? But I actually, by the time you trim it, it fits just exact. So it should work. Thanks, Chris. I thought it was fun. Like, I wanted something bright and fun. So that's what we went with. Okay, I need a sip of coffee here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to die cut this. So I'm going to lift up the camera so I can bring in my emboss and cut machine. So now you're going to see the big mess on my desk. Okay. So we'll get this out of the way so I have room to bring them in. Because we need the big boss, because it's just not big. It's not the right size. Now, where are my plates? Please tell me I did not pack them. I put them somewhere. Oh, crapoly. They were right here. I was just organizing them. And now my plates are missing. Oh, there they are. I'm like, phew. This is what happens when you're packing for crop. Okay, so I need these two. So I got plate 1. I got my shim. I don't have my shim. Do I? Yeah, I have my shim plate 2, and now I need my plates number 3s. Okay, so we're going to put this on. Make sure I'm in camera. We fit. And then I'm going to slide this on top. My nice clean plate. By the way, I believe the plates again are unavailable again. So it's like, holy crap, holy. Okay, so we're going to bring in our impressions plate again. And then if you remember, we only need plates 1, 2, and 4. So we're going to pull out, and you're going to keep your paper in your die. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you first. So this is what it looks like when it came out. So it's got, you can see here, it's got the leaves pressed into it. Like you can see the die patterns. It's beautiful. Oh shoot, I forgot I was gonna color it first. Okay, so we'll do that after. I meant to color it before we did this. Okay, and then now we're gonna do some impressions because it's very flat. You can feel it. It looks fabulous, by the way. You don't need to do anything more. It looks fantastic. But we are going to use our impressions plate to get more lift on there. So what we do is, if your die doesn't pop out, leave it. But if it does, just put it back in. So we're just gonna line that back up. And you always know that your cardstock is back in the die because it does slip right into it. And of course you're gonna put it face up, because if you put it face down, it'll just cut into your shim, which you don't want. And you want to make sure that's flush right in there. And then we're gonna grab our impressions plate. Remember, we did this yesterday, and I'm doing it again because it's coming May 5th, and I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to want to buy this. Okay, just make sure it slipped. So I'm just gonna lay it right on top. And then we're gonna get our embossing folder shim, which is number 4, the gray one, and put that in. Now remember, when you do this, it's gonna squish it. And we're gonna start seeing the black popping out of the back. And that's absolutely normal. See, squishing out, because we're squishing it. Now let's look. I'm gonna keep this here. It's got major static, and ta-da, now look at it. Now it's got that huge impression. Now you can see where all those lines were, they're pushed into the paper. And you can look at the back side, and now you've just done what an embossing folder does for you. And now you have this. I was going to do this in colored cardstock, but then I'm like, oh, we're going to color. And so I was like, oops, but I forgot to color beforehand. So now we're going to take our next one. So this was the rectangle that popped out of it. And we're going to get our embossing folder. Where did I put it? Ay, 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 Nemi. Really? Okay, let's put this away. Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. Okay, I'm just going to stick this back in. And then we're going to grab our embossing folder and lay that down. Or so, sorry, not our embossing, our Eyelet Blooms die. And then this was my rectangle. So now we're going to lay this on top, and you can put it wherever you want. So I'm going to try and grab these 3 flowers here at the bottom. And make sure I'm hoping I'm kind of even Steven. And I can use these 2 flowers as my line. So there's my line there and a line there. And then again, you're just going to lay this right on top. And then put this over top. It's my number 4. I always like to have it up because there's this little ridge here, like it's chamfered. So then that allows it to slide into the embossing machine easily. I mean, it's on both sides, just so you know, but I don't know. I always like to make sure I got the right one, so I put it always facing up. I don't even know if it bends really. I should check that. So again, it's popping out the back. It's nice and tight. Pull this through. I got to keep these all together because I'm bringing these with me to crop. And there it is. So there's our embossed piece. So instead of cut, it's embossed. And I got some really good flowers in there. Yes. So that's awesome. So we are done. So now I'm going to move this out of the way. And try and keep it together so then that way I don't forget to pack it. Because I'm famous for that. And then I get there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot this. I forgot that. And I'm like, can I borrow? Good thing everybody likes to share. Okay, so I did do some coloring and I didn't do it ahead of time because I figured it's quick enough. We're going to do some blending. And I'm going to grab some green because I forgot my green. And I'm going to use Granny Apple Green because Granny Apple Green goes really well with Melon Mambo. Okay. And we're going to do this one first and get it out of the way. So it doesn't stick very well. So I'm going to grab my silicone mat. Actually, that doesn't work either. But it works a little better. Kind of. Silicone mat you can just rinse, right? So no big deal. And I'm going to take my Granny Apple Green. And we're going to pick up some green. And then I'm just going to go in and add some color into this. So it's not so blah. So I'm just using my silicone mat to help flatten it because it's a frame, so the paper is it's moving a lot. See how it lifts? I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's lifting and really hard. So if I did that on the glass mat, it would likely it would be lifted and it won't go flat. So I'm just trying to make sure it goes flat, so that I can color it in. So I'm going to pick up this ink here off my glass mat and use it. Okay. Okay, let's see. How do you write? How do you text while you're running or walking on the treadmill, Christine? I'm impressed. I'm impressed at your talent. Actually, I'm impressed with your talent, period, especially when you share. Like, your cards are amazing. Okay, there's our green. Now, you can go in there, too, and do a lot more blending, and really, it will keep those light and then the top dark if you want to. But we're making a quick card and no one really knows, so we're good. So now we have this one, and so we're going to switch colors, and we're just going to add in our other colors. So move this on the side. So I'm going to start with yellow. I always like to start with the lightest color, because then if it blends in, it's not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, and I want my yellow to go right down the middle, kind of at an angle, not so much whichever. And then we're going to get that yellow in there. So this one is Lemon Lolly. Lemon Lolly? I think it's, yeah, Lemon Lolly. So I wanted bright colors. And you know what? Maybe I'll do a flower over here. Now, remember, this was a die that we actually embossed using that impressions mat. And this isn't a new technique or anything. It's something that Stampin' Up! Has finally jumped into. So I kind of like it, and it's nice to have that one full sheet, because the other silicone mats I have are different sizes, and they work fantastic, but you got to know how to thicken it in order to get it to work. Okay, so then I'm going to add in the yellow, or the blue, and pop that in there. Good morning, Marie. Nice of you to join me. And then we're going to stick this one maybe a little bit up here. Okay, so my pool party needs some more re-inking, because I can tell, because I'm not getting a lot of color. And what happens when you mix yellow and blue together? It turns green. So that is coolios. So now you're going to see it gets like, it should get impressions, like a little darker / lighter, depending where the impressions are and how much ink you actually apply. So really up to you. And if you don't like my color combinations, use whatever color combinations you like. Now I'm going to go bright and deep with red. Okay, and here we go. So I'm just filling in the gap. Now it's looking pinkish because it's light, but then if I put a ton of color in there, it's going to go really bright red. Really, really up to you though. Just going in between there. And then what happens when you mix red and yellow together? I think it's orange. Okay, I should pick up this red and use it. Okay. Wookily jookily. To me, that's enough. I mean, I'm not looking for yay old fancy dancy here. Like, just gonna get a little more yellow in there. Looks a little blah after adding that red. Okay, we'll leave it at that. And now I just need a sentiment too. So I'm going to take this and run this under water and clean it off. Good morning, Debbie. Thanks for joining me again today. It's nice and sunny. How's the weather, by the way, down there? I know you live farther away. We're like opposite ends, so. Okay, so we have this and we have this, which was all embossed using our Impressions silicone mat. And we need a sentiment, and I think I used Petal Pink. Let me see if I've got one here. Yes. Ooh, look at that. It might be the same piece that I used. Perfect. So we're just going to stamp with black, because black and pink look so amazing together. I'm like, where is it? So this one, Happiest Birthday Wishes, is the same one again from Phrases and Frames. So this is Susan Campfield's $1 Million set. So I love how it's like that. Like, I've been using it like crazy. We also used it at my bingo bash. Let me see here. This is what we created at my bingo bash. So we used it here to feature the new product. This was one of the other cards we created, and then this was one of the other ones. I'm missing a fourth one somewhere. So it's somewhere here. Who knows? Anyway, I love this. This is like my new favorite stamp. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it closer to that end because I already have it angled, so why not take advantage of it? And there we go. Beauty. It's a beaut. Then we're just gonna trim that down. So I'm just gonna grab my guillotine here. And yes, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. Okay, there we go. And now we just have to assemble. So how the heck do we put this together? Easy peasy. So we're gonna take this and fold it in half. So that is our card base. I'm gonna take a burn and burnish it up. Yeah, we're good, we're good. And then we're going to get this on here first. So what a difference, right? So here's the white, here's the bright green. So now I didn't go as, like, Granny Apple Green is a little darker than this. It's almost looking like Lemon Lime Twist. But I didn't put a ton of color on it, so, and I don't want to. So we're gonna grab, I know, bad me. So we're gonna grab some of the foam strips. I find the foam strips easier. Yesterday I used dimensionals and it dips and I didn't like how it was a little flimsy. So this time I'm going to use foam strips. And we're going to add our foam strips right here. And we're going to go around. And then we're just going to twist. This is what I like about the foam strips. I don't need to cut her down yet. Just keep going. These are great, of course, for shaker cards, right? And then I'm going to take another strip. I got to order more, so I'm going to add that to my list of supplies, which I don't think are increasing in price, but I'll have to double check. And then this side. So now we have that even, and I don't have, like, because I only put dimensional there and like every third. So it kind of dipped, and I was like, oh, that's not very good. So I'm going to take my glue scissors and just cut that. And don't throw this out. It's still good. So just add it to your sheet and save it for later. Okay? It's not waste. Now we're going to take this end, fold it over, and I'm going to take this end and fold it over. So then I can move it around. So yesterday I was struggling trying to put this on. So it's literally going to go right to the edge. And so this is where, okay, this is where I have my glue. So we're going to center it there, but on the right and left hand sides, it literally goes right to the edge. So you want to make sure it's not hanging off too much. So I got to take this off. Oh, it's sticking good already. Holy Hannah. Why are you sticking so good already? I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, but I got to move it over just a hair. Literally just a hair. Okay, I think we're good. I think now we're good. Okay, and I'm just gonna pull back. See how it's coming there? Just push. Oh, I'm at the end on that side, or it ripped. Come here and go around. I could be at the end because that was my extra piece that I added. Okay, there we go. Now it's on. Oh, I was off. I'm off a little bit, see? Now it's hanging off on the bottom. Darn it. But let's see. I'm just going to grab an envelope. Let's just make sure it still fits. Otherwise, I'll be giving you my original. We should be good. I should put it this way because then I'll know for sure. Okay, we're still good. Awesome. We are okay. We are okay. And then let's make sure we know which side the card opens. And then this is going to pop right in here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to center that. And now you can see the melon mambo also from the paper coming through. So I'm going to use tear tape because yesterday I just used glue and I was all over me. And I didn't like that. I don't like it when glue is all over me. That's just me. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 sides. 2 sides I think is plenty because we have other stuff holding it down. So I'm just going to pull this up. And I'm a very frugal person when it comes to adhesive because I know the adhesive works really, really well. So I don't need to put, I see some demonstrators who just cover the entire thing. And I'm like, you don't need that much. And so we'll put this in. So I'm just going to try and line that up and center it as best as I can, just eyeballing it. Nothing fancy here. Using those 2 corners as my marker. Then I just pull and drop, pull and drop. So now the frame's popped up and then you have this nice inside. Okay, makes sense? Awesome. So this isn't a fun fold, this is just a fun technique. So now we're going to take our animals, our critters here. So this one's going to sit here, and I'm going to put it on the outside. So now I need some dimensionals on those lilies. So I'm going to grab, we're going to use both. So we're going to grab some minis here. So notice I'm crooked, but yet on my screen it doesn't show a crooked. Okay, so I'm going to grab a few. I'm going to put 1 on each one. So it holds it in place. And then I'm going to put glue dot. Sorry, I'm like, what is it called? On this side. Ookly dookly. Then we're going to take these off. I'm going to dump that in my bin here. My goodie bin. And then we're going to pop that in place, like so. And then same thing here. I've got a bee flying in from the top. So we're going to put a mini glue dot on the wings. And then on the body, we're going to put dimensionals. So, because it's in the inside of the frame. Come on. There we go. Okay. So my bee is flying in. And we're going to put a mini one on the flower that he's holding. Like so. And line that up into his little legs. There. Now this dude is going to go right inside. So underneath there, right into that corner there. So we can add glue, but I'm just going to be lazy and use mini glue dots because I just don't want to get it all over me. And one on his end, and then another one in the middle. I think I'm good. Yep. And I'll put one more over here, just in case it shouldn't pop up because I'm going to tuck it in, but you never know. So I'm going to tuck underneath, make sure his legs are tucked underneath, and pop him in like that. So pretty. Okay, and I still think I'm going to use a tootie toot. So this little guy, he fit perfectly in here because it's right underneath the flowers, so the flag didn't work for me. The ant with the flag. I'm just trying to find my last piece here. There. So I'm going to lay him flat in there. So he looks like he's underneath. And then we're going to put, I think I put dimensionals on this one. So we'll stick dimensionals on the trumpets. It'll fit. And then his body. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Perfect. And then his legs will be showing, and he'll be right in between the two, like that. Beauty. And then all that's left is happiest birthday wishes. And then that's going to go in the top corner here. So we're going to need, I'll put a glue dot on there just in case. Where's my last end? My last end's right there. Then I'm going to rip this off so we don't have this tail. And that can go in the garbage. And then I'm going to add my dimensionals. And then pop that right into the corner, onto the frame and center. Love it. Now, I didn't think it needed embellishments because there's so much going on. You could add if you want, but I just chose not to. So when you get this card, you can, if you win it, you can add to it. So I'm going to put him back in my trinket box. And then we have the inside. Now the inside, oh, I could put that one with the flag in here. It says, I didn't forget your birthday. I just wanted it to last longer. So we're going to add that here. So where is it? Oh, it's this big one. This big one in the middle here. So we're going to add that to the center of the card. Pick it up. And we're going to ink it. Gotta clean that off. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And then we're going to kiss our paper. Like so. 1, 2, 3. Little pressure. Lift straight up. And there it is. And then I can take that little dude with the flag. And I can add him here in the corner. Then, you know, all 3 are used. Huh? Why not? I don't know. Not really necessary, but ugh, I don't want to get glue on me. Okay, so let's do this. Mini glue dot can fit on that flag. And then we can put one, oh, it's so sticky. One on his head. And then one on his body. Oh, so sticky. In a good way. And then we'll drop him in place. There we go. Now we'll just add that to the inside and our card is done. What a week. Wow. So this beautiful product of the month. There are so many other designs and patterns you can do with the product of the month. You can even fussy cut those flowers out and make your own page or sprinkle them all over your card. There's some great stuff. So if you look it up, Eyelet Blooms Die, you'll see some great examples on our Stampin' Up! Website, or my website, because we pay for our own websites. And Stampin' Up! Just manages it for us. And also wherever else. So there is our 2. So here's one. This is my original with the white. Let me know what you think. And then here we colored it in with, I think it was supposed to be Granny Apple Green, but it should be darker. Guess I need to re-ink my pad. So, and then this one colored. So let me know which one you like better. Do you like the white frame or do you like it colored in? But I had a lot of fun putting it together. I thought it was a fun card. And then, of course, on the inside, you have it already stamped. So thank you for joining me. It's been a wonderful week working with this new product. I hope you pick it up yourself. It is currently only $5, so you never get a die for that cheap. So why not try it out? Also, this weekend, tomorrow again, is National Scrapbooking Day, so have fun scrapbooking. I hope you make time to scrapbook. I will be, because I'll be at Creative Gathering for 10 hours. And don't forget to like, share, comment. And we will see you again on, I guess, Monday. I might jump in, but I'm not going to promise anything. So I'll see you on Monday next week with a new product, a a new product series that features one of our new products. Have a great day and happy stampin'.